Hello and welcome back to Seahawk Central. I'm Stephanie Rodriguez.
And I'm Dylan Thompson.
From a UNCW basketball player facing charges to a vigil held on campus and an inside look on a homecoming event, we've got the news for you.
And in sports, we've got a full roundup starting on the court with men and women's basketball, followed by a quick trip to the Diamond with UNCW softball and baseball.
UNCW women's basketball player Paige Smith is now facing multiple charges after her arrest on a New Hanover High School parking lot on February 10th. According to a release order, Smith was allegedly in possession of a large amount of marijuana that was packaged for delivery and distribution. 20-year-old Smith also had a gun in the vehicle at the time of the arrest that was not in her name. Smith is currently on a program suspension from the UNCW basketball team. No further comment has been made from UNCW at this time. Onto campus news. February 12th, the UNCW College of Democrats hosted a vigil at Lumina Theater to honor the lives of those that have died in incidents involving ICE. The event brought students and community members together in a moment of solidarity and reflection. According to recent reports, at least 8 people have died in encounters with ICE agents in 2026 alone, a statistic that has drawn attention and sparked conversations. Immigration attorney Dr. Katie Randall spoke during the vigil and shared her thoughts.
Speaking on this is important to me because I've worked in the immigration space with immigrants and refugees for about a decade. I've seen firsthand the negative impact of these kinds of xenophobic policies. I've seen firsthand the fear that it causes when you're sending out immigration agents en masse and indiscriminately. I've seen the harmful effects of family separation. So anytime I have the opportunity to come and remember those families and remember people harmed by ICE violence, I'd like to be there.
Members of the College of Democrats also shared with us the importance of speaking up.
I mean, clearly I am an incredibly privileged person, especially in times where political power is targeted at minorities and people less fortunate. It's really easy for somebody in my position to stay silent and complacent because these things, they don't affect me. But I just got fed up with it. I kind of got the courage to stand up and speak up. So I want to actually make sure that I can help all of the people in this club out advocate for standing up for what's right, especially when it doesn't affect me.
I'm adopted. I'm in Guatemala. So my original name was Maya Alejandra Romero Lopez. The reason why my birth mother gave me up is she was poor, she was working as a maid, she couldn't even take care of my 3 other siblings and had to send them to live with my grandma. So a big part of why I'm here is to humanize the people who are coming over because they have families, they have dreams, they have goals, and that's why I'm out here speaking about it.
Members of the UNCW College of Democrats encourage everyone to get out and vote in the midterm elections. If you want to stay updated, check out their Instagram at UNCW_Democrats for more. Now I'll swing things over to Ava for an inside look on our very own run, walk, or roll event.
Thanks, Stephanie. UNCW celebrated homecoming this past weekend with events that brought the Seahawk community together. One of the highlights was the 10th annual Run, Walk, Roll held February 10th at the Shoreline Sports Complex. Students lined up at the starting line to take on the 1-mile course, promoting school spirit, wellness, and inclusivity. As part of Campus Recreation's Something for Everyone mission, participants could complete the course by walking, running, or using a wheelchair, ensuring the event was accessible to all. Before the race began, music played as students showed their Seahawk pride with face paint, light-up bracelets, and matching homecoming shirts.
3, 2, 1, go!
Students were all smiles as they crossed the finish line, marking another successful homecoming tradition. While homecoming week has officially wrapped up, the Seahawk spirit continues across campus. Back to you, Stephanie.
Thanks, Ava. Dylan, what's new in sports?
Well, Stephanie, we kick things off at the court. With the tip-off going to the men, it was a winning week for the now 22-4 Seahawks with 3 wins this past week. The men kicked off the week with a trip to Charleston, South Carolina, taking on the College of Charleston in a key CAA matchup. The Seahawks were hot on the road, shooting a high percentage early and not letting go of the huge early lead. 5 Seahawks entered double digits with Greedy Williams 16 points leading away, followed by a 15-point performance from Patrick Wessler. Dominant game shooting and on the board gave the Seahawks a key 76-64 road win. Back home in Trask, UNCW welcomed the Elon Phoenix. The chemistry of an away victory carried over for the Teal as the Seahawks trailed for a mere 16 seconds before regaining the lead and never giving it back. 15 points from transfer Christian May and a 12.9 rebound game from senior Noah Ross carried the way for a 65-54 victory in a sold-out Trask arena. The men concluded their weekend wins with a matchup against Hofstra in our homecoming match. In a game that featured 10-plus lead changes, efficient shooting from the Seahawks in the second half was the difference on Saturday. With the slim lead dissipating into the second half, Hofstra gained a late lead with less than 3 minutes to play, but the Hawks quickly responded. A late 6-0 run under 2 minutes flipped the scoreboard with a Christian May three-pointer and a focus at the free throw line. The Hawks pulled through for a 70-66 victory with a contribution of 4 Hawks in double digits. The men continue conference play with upcoming matchups against Monmouth and Campbell coming soon. Passing it over to the women, we started off with an alumni night those in attendance certainly won't forget. Trailing by nearly double digits entering the second half, the Seahawks defense clamped the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. The women outscored their opponent 20-8, which helped them hold onto the lead in the closing minutes and secure a 69-64 victory. This effort comes from a variety of Seahawks such as Kyla Silver's 12 points contribution and a full 40 minutes from Mary Ferrito. But none stand out more than graduate guard Rory Cox, who set a career-high record with 33 points and just 1 rebound short of a double-double. In the fan appreciation matchup against Campbell, the Hawks came up just short by a matter of seconds. Campbell's Gianna Boone's layup with nearly 40 seconds was enough despite the effort of Kyla Silver and Rory Cox's double-figure contribution to the women. The women hit a quick road trip this week as they face Stony Brook and Hofstra in CAA play. Let's head over to the fields as we check in on our UNCW softball team. The women split their Friday matchups with a 3-1 Game 1 win over St. Bonaventure, followed by a 1-5 loss against Wofford. Freshman Emily Whitwell is shining early and often as she collected 5 hits and scored 2 runs on Friday's matchups. Taylor Borrow was on the mound within these matchups with 6 strikeouts to go for her, while Camille Hamilton recorded 5 of her own to save the Game 1 win. Softball on Valentine's Day was lovely for the UNCW as they swept Saturday's opponents with a combined 16 runs between UMBC and St. Bonaventure. The Seahawks recorded 8 runs in 5 innings against UMBC, backed by Camille Hamilton's first career shutout on the plate and capitalized in both games from the bats of Becca Merrick and Avery Daughtry. The Seahawks take their .500 record and 21 hits this weekend to the Pirates of ECU in Greenville, North Carolina in their next matchup. Over at the newly renovated Brooks Field, the Diamond Hawks kicked off their 2026 season with a series matchup against Maryland. Junior Trevor Lucas kicked off the season hot with 3 of his own hits, but it was not enough against the Terps hitters as UNCW fell in the opener with a 3-5 loss. In a Saturday doubleheader against the Terps, the Hawks, backed by pitcher Cooper Allen and the bat of Kevin Jones, helped even the series with an 8-4 Game 2 win. However, that victory was short-lived as Maryland would take Game 3 and the series with a dominant 5-1 win against the Hawks. Cooper Allen finished Game 2 with 5 strikeouts to go along with 5 scoreless innings as well. And Howie Rickett opened up scoring along with a multi-hit day from Mason Hughes and J.P. Pinella. The Diamond Hawks are quickly back in action with a matchup against Merrimack and a weekend series against Fordham, all taking place at home. And that about wraps up our time here on Seahawks Central.
If you have any newsworthy stories, email us at seahawkscentralnews@gmail.com.
And make sure to stay up to date with all UNCW sports by following at Seahawks Central Sports _UNCW for updates and future exclusive content for the 2026 year. I'm Dylan Thompson with sports.
And I'm Stephanie Rodriguez with your news. We'll see you next week.